in the spot of clarity, I remember the championships. I remember balloons all over this floor. I remember cutting down numerous nets. I remember plane rides and bus rides with kids dancing up and down the aisles. I remember all that fabulous stuff. But I also remember as acutely the locker rooms, the banquets and saying goodbye to kids, the painful losses, the road that looked at times dark and twisty and straight uphill. But I look at all of that in the same bowl with the same amount of gratitude, that all that stuff that's hard and gnarly and complicated and painful carves the capacity for all the other stuff that you get to enjoy.
I'm also reminded of one of those games. It was a night. National TV was here to cover the Yukon Huskies against the Oklahoma Sooners. Our players were out on the court warming up and came into the locker room just before that final message you give them for the game. And they were amped. They were really amped. And I remember the story of one in particular, Jen Cunningham. She was so amped, tears were coming down her face. And you saw that and you said, "Jen, are you okay? What's wrong?" And she said, "Coach, you built it and they have come." It was sold out. Every seat was sold out. And that night started something special.
Standing center court in the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, doing an ESPN interview after we defeated Duke, before we played Connecticut for the national championship the next day. Stace has her arm around me. I have on 4-inch heels and she's still towering above me. And we're doing an interview with ESPN, and one side of the arena is shouting Boomer and the other is shouting Sooner. And I thought for a minute, this must be what it feels like to coach at Owen Field. Even though I no longer will have a position, I will always be representative of the University of Oklahoma and of the sport of women's basketball. You don't take those things off like you take your coat off when you walk in the door at night and hang it on a hook. It just doesn't happen that way. The channels of influence, the ways in which those of us who step away from the game can impact it are different, obviously, than they are when we're in the middle of them. But they're no less significant. It's just kind of like coming through a window instead of the side doors. So those opportunities will present themselves, and I will embrace those wholeheartedly, and look forward to being able to hopefully help and assist in any way possible the next generation of coaches who will propel the sport of women's basketball to uncharted places.
To be able to embrace all that's good about this program, and there's a lot that's good about this program, and be authentic and know that you're going to be part of a program that surrounds you with a great deal of support, a lot of resources, a place to compete against the best, and to add to this wonderful tradition that now propels us into the future.
For more information, you can visit tulsaworld.com.